we're going to talk about a second New Year in Japan. So Japan, like the West, they celebrate the New Year in December. However, there's a slight twist. The school year finishes in March. And what that means is that April, which is now when the cherry blossoms start to blossom, etc., is when things start to happen. It's when students go to a new school. It's when people start university. It's when new graduates from university start working. And so we are about to enter a new phase. And the new year is also a time to set new goals. It's a time to decide what you're going to achieve for the following year. And that following year is from April to March. So it's not from January to December, as we do in the West. So if you've messed up on your goals, if your current goals that you decided you were going to do in December or January, if you haven't done a single thing, now's your chance to restart again. And we're talking about Japanese, of course. So what are you going to do this year that's different from last year? What are you going to do that's going to make your Japanese better? What are you going to do to be better? How are you going to change and be better this year? And to change, you have to have a goal, a reason, or a purpose. If you don't have one of those three, you're not going to do anything. You're going to wake up next year, same time, and you're going to think, I haven't done a single thing again. So if you really want to learn Japanese, you have to decide what you're going to do. Don't tell people what you're going to do. Instead, sit down and do it. It's a little bit like a car maker producing a really cool car. They do a few trial runs, they show it on the news, everyone's like, wow, that looks cool. And then you never hear about the car. It never gets made. So stop telling people what you're going to do. Instead, write down your goal, write down your purpose, write down your reason, and then go and do it. Take the action you need to do to learn Japanese. And that might be something crazy like jumping online and booking a ticket to come and visit Japan. Maybe you're sick of living wherever you are and you're like, I want to go to Japan for 3 months. I want to study, I want to speak Japanese, and I really want to improve. In that case, save up the money, book a ticket, and then come to Japan. You don't have to tell anyone just yet. Make the plans, decide what you're going to do, book the tickets, decide. It's your future, it's your language, it's your life. If you don't do something now, it's never going to change. You can't sit around and wait for your teacher to teach you Japanese. You can't wait for your friend to help you learn Japanese. You can't wait for the right opportunity to learn Japanese. You've got to learn it now. You have to make decisions. You've got to make the choice. And you've got to take the action. If you don't take the action, you're never going to change. Your Japanese is never going to get better. It's a little bit like me, 20 plus years ago. My school went to a career fair. And I walked past and there was an exchange program opportunity. And I thought, that looks cool. I would love to go to Japan. I'd love to study there. I took a brochure home and I talked with my parents. We made it happen. It wasn't easy, but we made it happen. A few years later, I started university and I was like, I want to go back to Japan and work. And so what did I do? I saved up the money. I worked, I saved up the money. I studied hard, I booked a ticket, I got on the plane, and I came to Japan. Oh wait, I also found a job. Now I wasn't going to sit around and let someone else find a job. I had to do that myself. I had to take the action, I had to be bold, I had to be courageous, and I had to be crazy. So whatever you're doing right now, stop, take out a pen, piece of paper, and write down, what are you going to do that's different this year than you've ever done before? Be crazy, be different, and do something amazing with your Japanese. If you really want to learn Japanese, decide today, what are you going to do that's different? And then do it.